get the basics in the spring and get things rolling with the timing and just our whole offensive scheme of things and certain different fronts that we'll see during the year coming up. Just basically preparing the kids.
And you as quarterbacks coach, kind of same question.
Yeah, right now I like to take the time to work with a lot of mechanical work, techniques and things like that you don't really have a whole lot of time to work with during the year. Like Coach was saying, it's a lot more scheme and plays and timing and things like that during the year. So now in the off season we can work with 2 players per 1 coach. And as long as you keep to those ratios, you can get a lot of good mechanical work in, skills, techniques, things like that you don't have the time to work for in the year. So we're more prepared come spring and fall.
Of course, West Forsyth, as Coach Hepler said, still one of the newer programs here in the county. Having a few years under your belt, so how does that help you as you get ready with each new year?
Well, the kids coming up, they know the system better. They've had a chance as freshmen and playing freshman football and playing JV football to learn the system and basically just get better at what we want them to do.
And Coach, what do you think as far as the strength for the team coming back next year? I know you will lose several players, but just overall as a unit, what would you say is going to be one of the strengths for the Wolverines as we look towards the fall?
Well, kind of ironically and as improbable it may sound, is I think our backfield is going to be our strength. Even though losing a great back like a Ben Emmerich, 1,500 yards, 20-plus touchdown type kid, we run a 3-back system. A fullback, which we call a tailback, because he's going to carry the majority of the load, and 2 wing backs who double as receiver, scat back types. So as long as you have another piece to plug into that hole, we have a whole lot coming back. So we're actually looking strong there. We've got a good nucleus of receivers coming back. We've got 2 really good quarterbacks, young quarterbacks who are excited to watch battle out in the spring, and it's really going to be interesting. I'm working a lot with them right now. And then get some young kids to step up front and maybe some double duty from the defensive line. Work with our defensive coordinator about that, and that's where we'll be offensively.
We got a few weeks to go. What kind of things, if some of the kids are watching at home, some of your guys, I know they're in touch with you, but what kind of things should they be working on just on their own? We talked with Coach Hepler about there are some limitations. You can do certain things with your guys now, but what do you have them doing just to get ready to be at 100% once camp officially opens?
Like up front with our offensive linemen, they're going to be younger. Like I said, we're replacing the whole offensive line, and they just need to keep getting stronger, and they are. And just basically work. They can work on their stance and stuff at home. And I've had a chance to work with a couple of them, working on stance, and just talking to them about what we're going to expect from them coming up in this season.
And then you mentioned the 2 young guys going to be battling it out at quarterback. Who are those guys that we should keep an eye on?
We got an upcoming junior named Chase Bender and an upcoming sophomore, A.J. Erdley. Both got a little bit of playing time last year. Erdley was our freshman quarterback and just had a spectacular freshman year. And then when that season was over, we brought him up with the varsity, and through series of events, he actually ended up starting the last game and a half. And stepped in with great poise and moxie, and he's mature well beyond his years. Chase Bender again, he had become and won the starting position for the second half of the year, and then suffered a leg injury, broke his tibia, fibula, ankle, something down there, and so he's not going to relinquish that job. And it's really fun to work with those 2 kids, how competitive they are, but also understand the team concept. They say if I don't get it, I want to play somewhere else and help the team. So it's going to be exciting to watch those 2.